My name is David and I recently passed the SQE assessments on my first attempt. I'm an Australian qualified solicitor and I moved back to the UK in early 2020. I worked in the financial services sector in Australia for over 15 years. Since moving back to the UK, I've actually switched industries and now I work for a multinational fast-moving consumer goods company. I have law degrees from both the UK and Australia, so when I came back to live in the UK it felt like a very natural progression to become qualified in England and Wales. Also, because my current employer is a global business, it made sense from a practical and career development perspective to expand my legal skills and knowledge. I hadn't undertaken any formal study since I completed my Masters back in 2017, so I knew I needed as much support as possible. From my research, it was obvious that the SQE is a very intense and demanding experience. To really give myself that best chance of success and hopefully pass on my first attempt, it was an easy decision that a preparatory course was critical for me. In truth, I only have positive things to say about my time studying with QLTS. It's clear to me that I made the right choice. For me, it was undoubtedly the multiple study channels. By this, I mean the comprehensive but accessible textbooks, super handy summary videos, and flashcards, which were a quick and easy way for me to test my knowledge. However, undoubtedly the most useful resource was the mock exams. These were invaluable to set me up to actually pass the exams on my first attempt. They created the exact environment of the real-life exam, and this was invaluable. There's no doubt that the demands of the SQE course should not be underestimated, and discipline and commitment are required in spades. For me personally, I would study between 1 to 2 hours a day during the week and at least one full day on the weekend, sometimes both Saturday and Sunday. The commitment required is very real and it's important to take good care of yourself both physically and mentally during the process. Luckily, my employer was incredibly supportive. In particular, my direct manager at the time was very encouraging and helped to manage my workload, particularly when things intensified during the examination periods. In addition to this, my employer offers study leave, and this really helped me to dedicate the time that the course demands. I was very committed and determined to pass on my first attempt, so I made full use of the study materials available. As I mentioned earlier, the mock exams were invaluable. It's important to understand the exam techniques required to pass the SQE. The exams are high pressure from a time perspective and based on real-life scenarios with multiple choice answers. It's an extremely specific exam format and one that you must get comfortable with. I think being dual qualified will certainly help my career moving forward and open up more career opportunities for me. I believe that being dual qualified demonstrates a certain level of commitment to your professional development and career advancement. It also increases your legal knowledge and your skill set. I would say absolutely necessary. For me, even though I have been practicing law for many years, I'm certain there's no way I would have passed on my first attempt without doing a preparatory course. Like I said earlier, it's not only about learning the law and how to apply it, but also how to perform under very specific and demanding exam conditions. The QLTS course delivered on both these fronts. My advice would be to start early. I gave myself about 6 months. There will be bumps along the way, life happens, and many people are juggling full-time work, family, and other commitments. Don't rush the process and understand it requires significant commitment, which will obviously have an impact on your day-to-day life. I think more so than ever, having the ability to work with ambiguity is critical. Things are moving faster than ever and change is constant. To really become that trusted advisor to the business, you need to accept that this is the environment and that the legal team doesn't operate in a vacuum. This is a challenge, but for me, it's a key part of why working in the law is so dynamic and rewarding.